Mom. Sorry. That's what I was doing.
Hi, buddy. Do you mind if I check your face, man? You mind telling me what happened today?
Well, my mom, she was drunk.
What's your mom's name?
Yuria.
At any point, did mommy try to you?
Sitting inside this bowling alley is this young hero, Elijah. He has just escaped his violent mother, Yuria, as he attempts to protect himself and his sister.
That's just not what parents do.
What no one knows yet is that Elijah is pointing them to his sister's eventual murderer, because in 14 months following this incident, these siblings would be left in the middle of this remote Georgia forest to disappear, which means it's up to officers to save these two before they lose them both.
I ran code down here. I'm worried to death about them kids. I stopped every once in a while and yelled. I said, hold on, and we're coming. They're doing disappearance.
It's January 16th, 2024, a cold, quiet morning in Douglas County, Georgia, and 36-year-old mother Yuria Ridge calls 911 begging for help.
Hello, miss?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Okay. Are you with someone?
Yeah, my son and my daughter.
Your son and daughter, are you in a car?
No.
I think I'm plotting you in a field somewhere. Are you by water?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay, were you walking along a trail of some sort?
No. We were trying to get to a hotel, and the Uber dropped us off in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, what was the name of the hotel that you were going to?
The Foxwood Suites.
It was a Foxhall Resort?
Yes.
Yuria's story makes little sense, but using her phone's signal, authorities narrow her location to woods surrounding the sprawling 1,100-acre Foxhall Resort. But with miles of trails on the property and the treacherous Chattahoochee River nearby, finding the family in the desolate wilderness will prove no easy task, especially with Yuria unable or unwilling to assist in the search. So as the search begins, officers speak to the front desk in hopes of gathering more information about the lost family.
A boy and a girl. They're very small. They came in yesterday morning. I saw them. They were sitting in the lounge area for a little bit, and they spent some time in here, and then they left. They went to leave out through the back, but then changed their minds and came in through the front.
After checking into the resort, the family spent the day relaxing in their room. But just before midnight, they're seen on surveillance footage leaving in an Uber, and despite already unpacking their belongings and checking in for 10 whole nights at a cost of over $2,000, they never return.
Here's the Uber here.
The Uber dropped them off here?
No, this is when I got in. I don't have video of them coming back. Because we never saw them.
It's just strange how she got so mixed up.
The room seems like it has things in it, belongings of them, and then the door was open.
With bone-chilling rain causing temperatures to plummet to around 20 degrees Fahrenheit, it's now a race against time to find the lost family. But even at this early stage, authorities suspect there's far more to the story than what Yuria is telling them, and based on the way she sounds on the phone, they suspect her history of drug use may be at play.
I think something wrong.
Well, I was in radio when Lindsay was on the phone with her. You could hear her going in and out.
I ran code down here. I'm worried to death about them kids.
As police search the perimeter, maintenance staff use utility task vehicles to finally track down the family. But while Yuria and 7-year-old Elijah are found injured but conscious, 3-year-old Alina's situation proves far more severe.
Where's she at? She's right here.
First responders assess the situation, and they'll soon be rushed to the nearest hospital, Wellstar Douglas Medical Center, some 20 minutes away, where doctors will try their best to save little Alina's life, as officers gather more information from the spot her and her family were found. Because there are questions in this case that beg serious answers, like how and why would a mother bring her 2 young ones into the freezing cold wilderness at night? And if she had a phone this entire time, why didn't she call for help before it was too late?
Where did you say you found her face down at?
Face down, I think right here.
Okay. All right, just back up just a little bit. No, you're fine.
Knees to her chest, and the son was standing right here by that stuff with his hands in his pockets.
Okay, I'll make it So did you come down this way to find them, or did you come right this way?
She went all the way around. And
Y'all got more
when I
like
got
this
back
on here.
in the back farthest corner by the next property, your people sent me the map with the location.
Yeah.
And so Connor had that, and we drove around. And there's a fork back there, which the ATVs can go this way, but they can't go the other. And I said, if they walk down there, we're going to have to get out on foot.
Let's go. So whenever y'all come back this way is when y'all come across them?
Yeah, we came up. I stopped every once in a while and yelled. And then I heard them when we were down over that hill. And I said, hold on, we're coming. And then we came up this way. And I'm sorry, I don't know if it was that way or that way now.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
I think it was that way, though. I thought it was down that hill.
All right.
Man, can I go over and take a leak?
Yeah, you're good. Everybody else is with the kids in the mall right now getting them warmed up. But I'm at the site where the maintenance guy found them down here on the trail. So I'm leaving everything intact till y'all get down here. We're about a quarter mile up the trail from where they're at right now with the mom and the kids. I see a cell phone on the ground, a tablet, two black Nike tennis shoes, and a large smart water bottle laying by a tree. How old is that one? 7. Hey, buddy, you doing okay?
7? Yeah.
He's 7, she's 3.
I can take him in this. I just ain't gonna take that back here with him. It's the problem.
He ain't got what
But
back here?
if his mom bad,
Yeah.
I'll just take him in this. I might get one of y'all to ride with me so somebody's back here with him.
Let's roll this stuff out of the way. All right, buddy. I'm going to sit you up, okay? Are you... Buddy. Can you lay back? There you go. I got you. All right.
Are you guys transporting the 3-year-old?
Med 4 has a
Negative 3-year-old critical. She's already been transported. I'm with the 7-year-old boy in the back of this QRV.
As the family's transported to the hospital, the heaviness of the situation clearly weighs on first responders and the maintenance employee who explains how he found them.
I think they came from that way.
Yeah.
And there's a gate it's off Tap Ferry, like right off the side of the road. You can't see it unless you know it's there. But I guess GPS took them there and Uber let them out here. So they came through that back gate.
So instead of thinking they were up there, they came through down here.
And they walked all the way through here. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, I get lost back there. It's probably a mile or more that they covered on this trail and then got here. And what's sad is if they would have pressed that hill, they would have seen structures. You know, maybe not. I mean, they could have just easily got looped around. So when I pulled up, she was laid out with her hands at her side, and her face was covered in mud up to here, covered in leaves. She was laid like that. And the mom was sitting kind of far away from her there.
No, once you drop me off, I stay here. Make sure nobody.
Right here.
There was a
Was the mom talking?
the other maintenance guy that came up. He come walking up through
I
here.
just said, I
few
told
minutes
him,
ago.
I told them all. I said, I want to get these wet clothes off of you, and I was shedding stuff to put on them.
Right.
And I kept telling her. She said, okay, but she wouldn't do nothing. She was in shock. So I picked up that little girl first and put her in that red coat and sat her down. And then got the little boy to stand over by the exhaust, thinking maybe it would help warm him up a little bit.
What was he wearing?
A gray hoodie. I don't know if those gloves were his or if they came from my guy. I didn't see that, Connor, which is one of those yellow gloves you found.
Right.
And then she couldn't stand up. She had her shoes off and her feet out, the mom, and I picked her up and put her in the back seat. And then I had to mess with the little girl for a while because she was in the front and I didn't want her to fall. So I just kind of burritoed her in that coat and put it over her face. But when I looked at her in there, when I put her down and then came back out here to get with them, when I came back again, I thought she was dead.
As of now, officers have little information as to how Yuria and the children ended up in their current devastating predicament. All they know is that an Uber picked them up from the resort the previous night, and now 12 hours in the freezing mud and rain has left Alina fighting for her young life. But as doctors try everything they can to save it, things are looking bleak.
All right, buddy. They're going to take care of you. Okay? They're going to take care of you, okay? Thanks, dog. Ain't no problem. Thanks for giving me a ride.
What did you say about tonight?
So they got picked up at his mom's work somewhere not in Douglas County. She was supposed to get off 4:30, get off at 11. A male picked them up in an Explorer, brought them to the end of a road, and then they got out, and they didn't know where they were at. And they've been walking around ever since.
Okay. Do you have a minute to call Nathan and tell him that?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. And then this is all your stuff.
Yeah. That's sister.
Oh, your stuff.
She what?
Alina.
Oh, I thought you said, oh, okay. Where's she at?
They're doing CPR.
Despite every life-saving measure being performed, Alina would tragically succumb to her injuries. But as doctors and police speak with her brave brother Elijah, they begin to suspect this may be more than just a tragic accident. Because with his mother's recent behavior growing ever more erratic, and even deadly.
We have history of them twice within this last weekend. One of the times they thought that she was trying to burn the house down.
Police begin to suspect it's her alone that's responsible for Alina's death. And as authorities look into Yuria's past, a shocking incident from over a year prior proves a disturbing preview of what's to come, and offers an early glimpse into young Elijah's stunning bravery in the midst of his terrifying situation. It was November 13th, 2022, almost 14 months before this incident, and police were called to the Thunder Zone bowling alley in Douglasville, Georgia, after reports of an intoxicated woman using vulgar language and acting aggressively toward her two young ones.
We have our kids.
Where are the kids at?
I got contact with the grandparents.
Hey, Donald.
Grandparents are on the way to come and get the kids. It was in the bathroom.
What's going on today?
Across the place, though, into the bathroom, locked in the stall.
What's going on?
Do you have warrant?
I don't need a warrant. You're not under arrest right now. So I'm trying to ask you what's going on today. Okay. What? Watch her. You got your ID? Where's your ID? Do you have your ID? Do you have your ID? No? What's your name? Okay. Watch her. What happened?
Her son was crying, her little boy.
Okay.
He came and got an employee and said his mama was drunk again.
Okay.
And they needed help.
Okay.
We went over there. She was like this with baby in her arms. And I said, ma'am, how much have you had to drink? My other manager and I talked to her. We could obviously tell she was very drunk.
Okay.
We asked to call somebody for her so they could come and get her and the kids. She kept giving us her number.
Okay.
So then at that point, we told her either to give us a number we were calling y'all, we called y'all. Then I walked outside. She started across Thunder Zone into the bathrooms.
When you say drag me,
They said, do you want me to switch managers? Because she saw the whole thing. I was outside on the
yeah, if she saw everything, tell her to come here and talk to me. Hey, Donna, were you just trying to like, or what was going on? You just don't want to talk to me? That's fine.
So as backup arrives and detains her at the bar, officers speak with management in the back office, and eventually, Elijah himself.
Just do me a favor. Darren, though, sit tight with her.
Okay.
Just Darren with her. There was just keep your eyes on her. She's not free to go anywhere. All right. Yeah. Where's that? Yeah. Office. You have to follow me. Where's the office where the yeah, where the kids are? Right over here. What's up, bud? Who's the manager that saw everything? You? Okay.
We asked her to let us in the bathroom stall. So which she refused. I stood on the stall and looked over into where she was, and she had her in the front and was covering his face like this. And she refused to let him out.
Okay.
So he ended up pulling away from her. He unlocked the door for us. I just grabbed her. But the grandparents are on the way.
Okay, so from the beginning, what happened?
Okay. I was over in the kitchen area. She was working. I mean, we're busy.
Yeah.
So the mom came in with them initially. She bought Elaine. She bought one game for them to bowl. She bought them some food. She bought a game card. Okay, cool. She's sitting on the lane. She only had one game, so it took her maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes to roll that game. She's sitting at the table. No man right here taps on one of the party guests that's at the party next to him and says, I need help. My mom is drunk.
Okay.
I get the call on my radio. I come out the kitchen. I go over there. She's literally at the table like this. After I said, we can call the police or we can call someone to come and get you. She gave me her phone number.
Okay.
I know it was her phone number because every time she picked the phone up, I could hear our music in the background. So I said, well, this is not a number to somebody else. I need a phone number.
Okay.
At that point, I asked him, did he know the grandparents' phone number? He's like, I don't know their number, but I know our address. I said, okay, well, where do you live? Because at that point, I would have just drove to your house and knocked on the door. He started to give me the address. Tells him to shut up.
Okay.
So then I'm like, well, we're just going to call Douglas County. She starts to call you guys on the phone. She gets up. She grabs him by the back and over here.
So you say back, are we talking like the shirt or grabs him like this?
I mean, I don't want to go to jail tonight, but it was kind of like this.
Okay.
She grabs him like this.
Okay.
And then she's covering his face like this to keep him from talking.
Okay.
And
Using two hands?
yeah. He's steady telling her like, mommy, we just need, he's steady asking me, like, do you have a car? Do you have GPS? I'll give you my address. He's begging me to take them home. And I'm like, I can't just take you home, but I can call somebody if mommy will just give me the number. She runs past the front counter. She drops baby girl, running across the front counter.
She
she
fell
was
out.
holding her. She fell out. Dropped her out of her hand. And then, because she was dropping her shoes, she dropped her purse. She was just dropping everything. So then she finally grabs the girl up. She says F you to me and start calling me out my name, which doesn't bother me at all. So then he's steady trying to tell me the address, and all I'm gathering is, I'm like, Ridge what? Ridge Hill, Ridge Parkway, Ridge Drive, like, where do you stay? So then, finally,
And this was all in the restroom?
Yeah, the second part of it is all in the restroom.
How were you able to, were you standing over the stall?
Looking over the stall.
Okay.
While a parent's job is to protect their children from dangerous strangers, it was kind-hearted strangers who had to protect Elijah and Alina from their own mother. And as the manager goes on to explain, Elijah himself was the hero both he and his little sister needed in their time of despair.
He eventually jakes away because she's peeing at this point. So he jakes away from her, unlocks the door, and I was able to grab him out of the door.
Pictures of both of them.
Yeah, I was able to grab him out the door, and then baby girl was right behind him, so I grabbed her too, and I brought them and secured them in here.
Alrighty.
But this is her cell phone.
Okay.
Smile. All right. Look up for me again, bud.
Do we need to check mom? She's just drunk. Y'all want to check her?
But I know
y'all can check her if y'all want, but she's just heavily inebriated.
Yeah. And I called the granddad. I have his number if you guys want it.
Okay. Usually. Yeah, we'll get that here.
He's got a little red.
Yeah, right there.
Hey, buddy, you mind telling me what happened today?
Well, we came here and I thought my mom was not going to go to the bar. She went to the bar anyways. She was drunk and I had to tell this girl, and she rung up the manager and she kept giving the wrong phone number.
Okay. At any point did mommy try? No. Okay. Did mommy grab you by the shirt on right here?
No, but she right into the bathroom.
Okay.
And she did my mouth like this.
Okay. At any point did mommy kind of this at all?
No.
No.
Well, I was trying to tell the girl what the phone number is. She right here.
Mommy did?
Yes.
Okay. So like that? Okay. On what side? Was it on this side or that side? That side right there. Okay. Is that the only time?
That was the only number I was able to get out of
Okay,
her.
and then was she holding that too? Is that what you
So that's
said?
the only way I was able to get it.
She did that.
In the bathroom?
I tried to tell her. She kept doing it. That's just not what parents do.
Right.
Maybe what's your mama's name? What's your mom's name?
We got her.
Yuria.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dyer was able to get it. Did your baby sister fall?
Yeah, Mama was holding her.
Mama was holding her and she fell. Okay. Well, you're a good big brother for taking care of your sister, man. You're super brave, man. I'm proud of you, okay? Do me a favor, okay? Just hang out in here with these awesome paramedics, okay? They're going to take really good care of you, okay, buddy? I'm going to go over there and I'm going to go check on your mommy, okay? All right, buddy.
He's 6.
The courage Elijah shows is astounding, and everyone in the room seems to see it. But no child should be forced to find that kind of bravery because of their own mother. So as officers now arrest Yuria for what her sons revealed, one thing is clear. Elijah didn't inherit his courage from her.
329, 1095. All right. You're under arrest, okay, for cruelty. All right. You understand that? No? Okay. We'll try to get your shoes and all of that stuff. All right, you're going to go with Officer Dyer, okay, dear? I got your phone as well, okay? I'm going to put your phone in your pocket and your purse, okay?
Let's just take the shoes.
Get her shoes off of her. And then I'll go try to get her shoes. And they say they've got cameras, footage of everything.
As Yuria is taken into custody, the manager's finally able to make contact with her parents, who are now being filled in on their grandkid's disturbing situation.
She did get a good. I thought it was an open straight. She being drugged into the back.
She's on the phone with them.
She drugged them into the back.
Yeah, she's on the phone with Grandma right now. So I'm about to talk to her.
Grabbing them by the neck and things of that nature, refusing to let her come out of the bathroom. He eventually wiggled away from her, unlocked the stall, and when he unlocked the stall, I just grabbed him and his sister, and I brought them into the office, and my other manager stayed with their daughter until the police arrived.
You mind if I talk to Grandma? Okay. You mind
Grandma
if I talk?
and Grandpa, they're at North Central Church.
Okay. I just need to talk to him just to let him know what.
I'm not sure. Give me 1 second. Douglas County Police does want to talk to you, so he can probably let you know. 1 second. I still don't know their name.
It's fine. Hey, good evening, darling. How y'all doing today?
Hello, sir.
All right.
Okay, until the call.
I can only imagine. Hey, I'm Officer Reyes with the Douglasville Police Department, okay? I know that the manager kind of explained a few things to you, okay? First things first, I just want to make sure that you guys you're on your way to Thunder Zone right now to come meet with us so you can get the kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
And
that's 3 minutes now on our GPS.
Okay. And are y'all parents of mom or parents of dad?
Parents of mom.
Parents of mom. Okay. All right. That's wonderful. Okay. So I will say this. Okay. The kids are fine. Okay. Given the circumstances and all that stuff, they're sucking on lollipops and all smiles and happy giggles. Okay. So ultimately, that's good news for me. They don't got any major injuries or anything like that. I will let you know. Okay. Your daughter is under arrest. So do they live with y'all or do they have their own or different residence?
They live with us.
Live with y'all? Okay. So what we're going to do, okay, given that you guys are immediate family, you're the grandparents of these babies, okay, once y'all get here, I will personally speak to you guys and I will personally hand the possession over to the kids, to you. Okay. Your daughter's not here anymore. We already went ahead and took her. But she has her phone and all that stuff. If she tries to reach out to you guys, she'll be able to reach out to you. I will say she is very intoxicated. So it was very difficult to get anything from her. She wasn't very cooperative with us. But luckily for the safety of these babies, there was people around that were more than happy to step in and help for the safety of these babies, which ultimately that's what's most important to me, right?
Just follow.
Outstanding. I'm going to walk outside and meet you outside, okay? By the way, I'm Officer Reyes. I wish we could have met under better circumstances. I really do.
Hi, baby. How y'all doing? How you doing? Great. Hi, Sean. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Douglas County's fine with you too. They don't physically seem to harm. I mean, I kept my eyes on the whole time as much as I could. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's just a sticky situation, but he did excellent.
Now that Yuria's parents have been safely reunited with their grandchildren, the officer tells them the disturbing charges against their daughter.
So, in regards to your daughter, okay, here's all the charges we have against her. Okay, public drunk, simple battery against big boy Elijah, as well as 2 counts of cruelty. Okay, for both of them. Okay, we are going to have to do a defect referral. Okay, in regards to everything. All right, so defect will be getting involved in regards to everything and all that stuff. But they're getting turned over to you guys, given your immediate family and all that stuff. There's no major injuries or anything like that. And as of right now, there's no major concerns of their safety being with you guys. Okay. If there was any questions about that, then obviously we wouldn't turn them over to you guys. Okay. But we have no concerns right now of their safety being turned over to you guys. So, I mean, yeah, that's kind of where it's going to go. Your daughter, I'll be honest, she's probably going to go over to the Douglas County Jail. She's going to have to sober up for a little bit. So it's a mandatory 8 hours in order for her to sober up. And then from there, we'll book her in and all that stuff. So it's kind of just where we're sitting. Okay. Like I said, I really wish we could have met under better terms. These babies are absolutely beautiful. And Elijah is one of the smartest little 6-year-olds I have ever met in my life. I promise you, he's super intelligent. Man, you are so smart, Elijah. I'm so proud of you for taking care of your baby sister, okay?
Thank you, sir.
You did a great job, buddy. Baby girl, you are an absolute princess, and I love your beads, baby. They are so pretty, and I love your earrings, okay?
Yuria was booked on charges of cruelty and released on bond, but that bond was later revoked after she violated the conditions of her release, including allegations of continued substance abuse and failure to complete a treatment program. Sadly, in the 14 months after the Thunder Zone bowling alley incident, Yuria's substance abuse and mental health would only worsen. It eventually led her to booking a 10-night stay at Foxhall Resort and a midnight Uber ride that she demanded drop them off at the wooded trails. Authorities would later argue this was a deliberate decision to move away from shelter and into the woods, where weather conditions were quickly worsening. Not only that, the driver later testified that he saw Yuria lick a white powdery substance off the back seat of his car, and when residue from the seat was tested, it came back as positive for cocaine. The family then spent 12 excruciating hours in the freezing cold and rain. But despite the fact that Yuria had a working cell phone, she didn't call for help until nearly noon the next day, a fact Yuria is notified of while still being treated in the hospital.
Your daughter came in, and her temperature was very low. Okay, your daughter. I'm so sorry. Okay.
After being informed of her daughter's death, Yuria is asked just exactly how they ended up in the woods.
Do you remember where you were last night when you called?
Yeah, we were in the woods.
And when you got out of the Uber and you realized you had the wrong place, did you call them back or did you call?
Yeah.
Did anyone come?
Yeah.
And did you call any your relatives, parents, or anything like that?
Mm-hmm.
And still no one came?
Mm-hmm. They were all nuts. 3:12 by morning.
It's later determined that Yuria did try to reach friends for help over Facebook around 3 a.m., but who she didn't call was the people most able to actually provide it, the police. Now the connection between these two incidents, barely a year apart, seems painfully obvious, and the final tragic outcome, a heartbreaking inevitability. Yuria Faith Ridge was charged with multiple crimes, including public drunkenness, first-degree cruelty, and felony murder. As part of a plea agreement, she avoided trial and a possible death penalty and will spend the rest of her life behind bars. Elijah was treated for hypothermia and dehydration and later released to the care of relatives. While his desperate efforts to save his sister couldn't change the outcome, his courageous testimony ensured that even in death, Alina had a voice and that justice would finally be served. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. 80% of everyone watching isn't, and your support would help us more than you realize. It's free, and it keeps this channel alive. You can also check out one of the craziest cases I've ever covered right here, or one of my newest uploads right here.